Hi guys, JacksStudios here, and today we are learning the basics of Maya. I've been meaning to do this tutorial for a while now, but I've just decided to do it now. So the basics are, as soon as you start on Maya, if you want to create a 3D object to kind of work off of, to make your own model to kind of work off of, you have to have your settings up here into polygons. I'm not too sure what it's originally in, but just make sure it's on polygons, because obviously if you're in animation, it just changes all the settings and everything. You don't want that at the moment. All you want is polygons, because that's all you're going to be doing at the moment to start off with Maya. And you've got to make sure polygons are selected here, so we can make a circle. So you just click on the circle and you see it changes here, it changes your little mouse, and also it's changed here, so you know what one we've selected. So we can just easily make a little circle, and if you hold Alt and move around, you can see that we can just look around the circle and, you know, see all the edges and faces and stuff. So I'm just going to quickly get rid of that, because we don't really want to. I'm not really actually doing a model yet. I'm just going to show a few basic tools and stuff like that. So actually no, if we get this circle back up again, so we'll make it bigger so you can see it properly. So obviously this tool is the move tool, and it really does what it says. It does it moves it through the Z axis, the X axis, and the Y axis. And if you don't know which axis is what, you can just look down here. As you can see, Y is up and down, Z is left and right, X is backwards and forwards. This is the basic kind of stuff. Depending on where you're looking, it's X and Z are different ways. But as you can see as well, you've got these kind of green, red, and blue spots. That kind of shows where the Y X and Z axis is. And here we've got what we call a channel box. So we're not going to move on to that yet. Actually, we're going to quickly look at the rotation tool. The rotation tool, very easy. You don't really have to select these lines. You can do it freely, just any way you want to. But if you select these lines here, it might be a little bit hard to see, so I'm going to zoom out a little bit so you can see it a little bit better. But if you see these blue, green, red lines, if you hold on to them, they only move one way. So that's kind of the best thing to do. So if obviously I want to turn it 360 degrees through the X-axis and nothing else, I'll just hold on to that and I'll turn it 180 or 360 degrees. It would be better if I have it like that and then probably turn it like that way. But if you want to move it freely, you just select on the object and keep it moving while the rotation tool is selected. Now we've got the scale tool, and the scale tool does what it does again. It moves it up and like bigger and smaller, and then, you know, this makes it longer, this makes it wider one way, and this makes it wider the other way. Very basic tool to use. You probably use it in most of your stuff. So if we get up another, let's say a square this time. So yeah, with a square you have to drag it along to have the cube you want, and then click again and drag it up to whatever size you want. So we'll just have it here, not a perfect square, but oh well. But yeah, if you hold right click, you can see you get loads of options to show up. So you've got the edge selection tool. So basically now, as you can see, all the lines have gone blue, and when you hover on them, they go red. So if you select onto it, you can move it any way you want. You can move this, and it affects just the edge, and the object reacts to that as well. So yeah, that's another one to use. If you go on object mode, it goes back just to the same object mode, so you can just select the whole object. And then we've got the UV. We're not going to be going into UV yet, because that's a little bit more complicated. The face tool, that just selects the faces, very basic. And the vertices are the corners, basically, a way to say it. So you could just select the vertices, and if you want to maybe scale this in, you could do that and scale it in so it looks like I don't know what, just it looks like another object. But obviously, as you can see, as I've been messing around with it now, you can kind of see what you can kind of do with the objects. So say if I wanted to maybe make another edge going round. So yeah, if you go on mesh, then there's mesh something, I can't see it properly because it doesn't tell me, but it should be next to edit mesh. If you go onto that, you should see the insert edge loop tool, and obviously now it's gone blue, and then you hold and drag to where you want it, and then you have it there, and you could do one again. And after we've done that, maybe we can go on to, we'll go on object mode, and you can see the two edges there. They've made two edges, so there's more faces. So if you select on the face, maybe we'll select on all the faces. We can just go to the scale tool, maybe drag that in, and you can see the whole object reacts to it. Now obviously, if you don't want that to happen, then you just go onto this and you maybe create a few edges just around it. See, if you go on the face, so if you select the face tool, then you can select all these faces, and because I've made edges around them, the whole object won't, all these other faces will not be affected. It will just do this. So there we go. It looks kind of like a I don't know, welding stand or something. I'm not too sure, whatever you'd like to call it. So yeah, it's just a little basic kind of shape. Like you can already see kind of a shape coming out of it. Obviously this is only the basic stuff. It's very basic. You can easily make a model for just the basic ideas of it. I will make more videos going a lot more complicated. I'll probably make another video of maybe me making like a table or something like that to kind of show you more into the complicated side of things. But yeah, that was really it for this one. I also want to show you one more thing. If you press 1, you press 2, it'll curve it, so all the edges become curved, so it comes like a circle. You press 1, it comes back into normal. You press 3, it does it as well. No, 2, right, so 2 gets the original wireframe, so it's not, so like the unrounded wireframe, I'd call it. And you press 3 and it'll get rid of it. You press 2 again, it'll come back. Press 1, it comes unsmooth, uncurved. Press 4, and then the display disappears. This might actually be the fact for most of you that the display disappeared first of all. And if you press 5, it will come back. And yeah, so in the next video, I'll show a bit more complicated tutorial. So maybe like me making an object, whatever. I said this before. But I hope you enjoyed this first tutorial. I hope you kind of got the gist of Maya, and I hope that you guys will use this to make your own models and stuff like that. And I'll see you guys in the next video.